What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. Today on the menu are salmon pinwheels. We're going to throw in some crispy roasted potatoes and a little broccolini. Should be very delicious. Let's get started. So these pinwheels are going to be stuffed with crab meat and a vegetable medley. We've got some red and green bell peppers, some parsley, a stalk of celery, some yellow onions, a couple cloves of garlic, and a little chive. Let me get these chopped up real quickly. All right, let's see if we can't get this fish knocked out. Well, here's a pretty nice piece of salmon, man. The supermarket removed the skin for me. I didn't want to bother with filleting. But of course, the belly area much thinner than the loin area, so to speak. So I'm going to try to butterfly this a little bit to create a more even as well as a larger piece. Let's see if we can't do this without damaging. That is not too bad. I think this ought to do us. Let's go get this stuffing underway. All right, so I've got a pan on medium-high heat, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm gonna add another 2 tablespoons of some good olive oil. We're gonna come back with that veggie mixture that we just prepared a little while ago. We don't wanna add any raw veggies. At least I don't wanna add any raw veggies to my pinwheels because they're not gonna cook that long and I don't want to be crunching on them. We've got some other things that are gonna bring salt. That is why we're using a no salt butter. So we're gonna give this a couple of 7-8 minutes or so to just cook through. While our veggies are cooking, we're gonna cube up some russet potatoes. I want these in some fairly large chunks. We're going to be pre-boiling or parboiling our potatoes before they go into the oven to crisp up. Let's put this stuffing together. I've got here is 8 ounces, half a pound of some crab meat. To this, I am going to add 1 teaspoon of some paprika, another teaspoon of some Worcestershire. I'm going to add half a cup of mayo. If I need more mayo, I can always add it. We're gonna come back with our veggies. It's pretty loose, but that is expected. We're now gonna come in with some plain breadcrumbs. This is Italian breadcrumbs, plain. That's a half a cup. Let's see where we are in terms of consistency. This crab meat is already cooked. So all we're looking to do is to ensure that it warms up. Let's see where we are on salt. Definitely lacking. I'm coming here with a nice pinch, let's say a teaspoon, and some black pepper, maybe another teaspoon. All right, those breadcrumbs are sucking things up just a hair. So I'm gonna come back in with a little more mayo. So we're a little over a half cup, and that feels better. It's not as stiff. All right, one last check. Delicious. All right, let's see if we can't get this slab of salmon stuffed and rolled. So we've got this piece of salmon skin side up because that is going to be the outside. I'm going to be using 2 seasonings. My base is going to be Kinder's butter garlic salt. And then I'm coming back with one of my favorite salmon rubs, Prudhomme's Magic Salmon Seasoning. Really delicious. Got just a hint of sweet that really brings out the flavors of a salmon. Just gonna flip. And I don't want to contaminate in case we're not using all of this because I've got a good feeling that we won't. So let me get something else to spread. I think that ought to do us right there. All right, let's see if we can't tighten this up. So we want to roll pretty tightly. I'm gonna be using some toothpicks to try to keep everything in place. All right, now let's try to get some even pieces. Clean the knife in between slices. And let me get cleaned up. So my cubed potatoes, I placed them in boiling water, rolling boiling water for exactly 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I drained them. I put them back in the pot, in a hot pot. That way they can steam and dry out just a little bit. After that, I shook them up to really rough them up. I don't know how well you're able to see it, but they've created a lot more surface area. I'm gonna come back now, some dry seasonings of your choice. Herbs, whatever you can think of. This is some thyme, some rosemary, parsley, all this is dry. Black pepper, come back with that Kinder's. Right now I have got a pan in my oven, 400 degrees. In that pan is a couple of tablespoons of duck fat. This pan is nice and hot. I'm seeing some smoke, exactly what I wanted. So now we're going to carefully come back in here. I'm going to try to drop these in here away from me. And this is going right back into that oven. About halfway in, maybe 20-25 minutes, I will flip them. That way we get all sides as nicely brown and crisp as possible. All right, this Traeger Timberline 850 is up to 400 degrees. This is going to be a pretty quick cook, man. I'm looking at probably 15, definitely no more than 20 minutes. I want those right around 140 to 145, no more than 145. All right, folks, this has been about 23 minutes, and we're gonna grab these puppies off of here, man. They are looking great. Right now, they're right around 145. I'm wearing my wool gloves. Oh, nice. Tell me that is not absolutely beautiful, man. They are nice and crunchy, crispy and creamy in that interior. A little broccolini coming at you. And our toothpicks are out. Come in here with a little lemon butter sauce. Well, folks, I'm telling you, I have sampled this already, man. And it is ridiculous. Crispy potatoes, they're just a little over rare. Salmon, flaky, creamy. That crab meat, oh, awesome stuffing. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, another simple cook. And also delicious. I want to thank you guys as usual for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe. Be on the lookout for another video coming soon. In the meantime, we want you guys to take care of yourselves, look out for each other, and Mom and I will see you when we see you. Holla!